Hey everybody, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jesse.
You're watching Tesla Time News.
Episode 502.
Oh, now you know. So we reported that Tesla recently opened the first Tesla showroom in India in Mumbai.
Well, on Monday, Tesla opened India's first Supercharger location.
That's right. 4-stall V4 Superchargers are located at 1 BKC in Mumbai's Bandra Kurla complex. They are capable of delivering 250 kilowatts of power, and they're open 24/7.
Now, aren't these new Superchargers really close to the Tesla showroom?
Yeah, I believe they're within a few minute drive.
Now, it seems like this story has been waiting to happen for years.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There have been so many times over the years that we got rumors and reports that Tesla was coming to India, but then they didn't pan out.
Yeah, maybe you're right, seeing as how the prospects are far off.
Now Tesla has finally done it. They have finally started selling cars in India with a store and a supercharger location.
I think Tesla is now ready for this, and they weren't really before. Now that the Cybertruck is actually well underway, I think that Elon is like, okay, India, if you're serious about letting us sell cars in your country, then here's our first move to show we're serious. Now you have to work with us to reduce these tariffs or help us cut through the red tape to build a gigafactory in India like we did in Europe and China.
I think you're right. And I think the ball is now in India's court. So let's see what they do.
Thanks to DeleteMe for sponsoring this episode.
For 2 years, I've used DeleteMe to protect my personal data.
We decided Zach would get it and I would not, to see the difference.
After signing up, I was shocked to see how many sites had my info. DeleteMe got to work right away.
And without DeleteMe, I keep getting all the spam calls.
Sorry, dude. DeleteMe is a hands-free subscription service that will remove your personal information like your name, age, where you live, and more that's being sold online.
DeleteMe's mission is simple: to remove customers' information from search results.
It has a proven track record, too, having completed over 100 million opt-out requests since 2010.
Users report significant reductions in their online exposure, with some seeing their data removed from dozens of sites within weeks.
We believe you have the right to own, manage, and remove your personal information.
Once you sign up, you'll get a privacy report in 7 days.
DeleteMe will remove your personal data from hundreds of data broker websites.
And DeleteMe keeps monitoring them year-round, removing information as needed.
It's ideal for your busy life, thanks to automated removals and quarterly scans that minimize user effort.
You can also make custom removal requests.
Scammers, data brokers, they are online and could be researching you and selling your personal details.
DeleteMe provides regular privacy reports that clearly show each individual signed up for their service, how much data was found, where it was found, and where it was removed.
So go to joindeleteme.com/NYK20, use the code NYK20 at checkout to get 20% off your plan. So Tesla's special committee of the board of directors issued a letter on Monday morning saying, "Today we announced an important first step in compensating Elon Musk for his extraordinary work at Tesla. As you know, Elon has not received meaningful compensation for 8 years, since the 2012 CEO Performance Award was last earned in 2017.
It goes on, to recognize what Elon has accomplished and the extraordinary value he delivered to Tesla and our shareholders, we believe we must take action to honor the bargain that was struck in 2018.
So they go on to say, Delaware litigation continues to loom over us after 7 years. As we told you last year, the 2018 CEO Performance Award resulted in a $2.3 billion stock-based compensation charge to Tesla, but brought about $735 billion of increased market capitalization. Despite delivering such extraordinary returns, that award continues to be in legal limbo, despite 2 separate shareholder votes supporting it by large margins. Furthermore, we have no clear timeline for resolution, as we are still waiting not only for a ruling, but a hearing date to be heard in front of the Delaware Supreme Court. Rewarding Elon for what he has done and continues to do for Tesla is the right thing to do. Retaining Elon is more important than ever before. The special committee believes now is the right time to take decisive action to recognize the extraordinary value that Elon created for Tesla shareholders. As such, the board, with Elon and Kimball Musk recusing themselves, has unanimously approved a recommendation from the special committee of the board to grant Elon an award of restricted stock equal to approximately 1/3 of the compensation he earned under the 2018 CEO Performance Award. That award provides the following provisions. And then they go through these provisions here: 96 million shares of stock. The purchase price will be equal to the price that he was going to pay, which is $23 a share. A requirement that Elon serve continuously for the next 2 years. An allowance to cover the tax payments of the purchase price. A mandatory holding period, so Elon has to hold the shares for at least 5 years. And then if Delaware does allow that original stock plan, then this would be clawed back and he would get the original plan. They went on to say, we believe it directly addresses a top concern and priority for shareholders and the board alike. Energizing and focusing Elon on Tesla so he can propel Tesla into its next era of growth while we continue the legal campaign to have the 2018 CEO Performance Award reinstated. This interim award is structured to incrementally increase his voting rights upon grant, which he has repeatedly told us, and shareholders have confirmed, is an important part of incentivizing him to stay focused on the critical work we are doing here at Tesla.
Okay, I get it. That was a lot. So, Grok, can you give us just the important parts?
Grok said Tesla's board announces an interim award to Elon Musk, 96 million restricted shares, 1/3 of the 2018 plan, as good faith payment amid ongoing Delaware litigation. Aims to retain and motivate him for AI robotics push, 2-year vesting, $23 a share purchase, 5-year hold, forfeits if the 2018 award is reinstated, more plans for November shareholder vote.
Okay, so 96 million shares of regular old Tesla stock.
Yes, and at today's price of $302 a share, that's a $29 billion interim stock award.
But they vest, so Elon would have to keep doing a good job as Tesla's CEO over the next 2 years to earn those shares.
Correct. And then Elon has to pay $23 per share to buy the stock.
And then Elon has to hold the stock for at least 5 years from the grant date, although he can sell some shares to pay for taxes or the purchase price.
Correct.
So where do these Tesla shares come from?
Tesla would issue these shares.
So wouldn't that add to the total number of shares and dilute my shares?
Yes, Tesla will issue these shares, and yes, they will dilute all of our shares slightly. There are about 3.2 billion shares of Tesla currently outstanding, so generating these 96 million additional shares would dilute our shares by about 2.7%.
Now, how many shares of Tesla does Elon currently own?
I believe he owns approximately 411 million shares, or about 12.9% of the company.
Okay, so this would bring Elon's total ownership up to about 507 million shares, or around 15.5%. But doesn't Elon want a 25% stake in Tesla?
Yes, but keep in mind, this is not the final compensation package. This is just a gesture of goodwill by the Tesla board to Elon because of what the Chancery Court of Delaware, or more specifically, Chancellor Kathleen McCormick, did to Elon by rejecting 2 Tesla shareholder votes, one in 2018 and another in 2024. So basically, this is just to say, we love you, Elon. We do want to get you paid, but we don't know when this legal battle will be over. So in the meantime, let's get you some money and some shares.
Can't we just say, forget Delaware?
No, because the company was incorporated in Delaware. And so even though they've moved to Texas and even though we voted twice, this judge is holding it up. But that's why we're going to the Supreme Court.
But can't we just say like, oh, I guess we won't pay Elon that particular compensation package? I mean, if they're able to do this interim package, why can't they just pay him what he's owed?
Because it would require another shareholder vote and it may not go the way they want.
But I mean, the last one just went the way that they wanted. It was in 2024.
True. Yeah. No, they could do that, I suppose. I think this is just, again, to show that, like, if things don't work out in Delaware, here's at least the beginning of us paying you.
But I mean, why don't we have to do a shareholder vote on this one?
I believe we do.
Oh. So we have to vote again for the third time?
I believe so. Elon? I don't know. I don't know if, I think this is what we have to do. And again, shareholders could come up with their own proposals. And so November's meeting could be quite interesting.
What's really crazy to me is that Elon has been working for no pay this whole time. And it's not like he just kind of shows up. Like, there's lots of CEOs, I feel like, that are just kind of figureheads at these companies.
Oh, yeah. And they just hang out at the golf course. No, Elon cares about humanity and he cares about the planet, and that's why he keeps doing what he's doing.
But like, there's literally CEOs of like nonprofits.
Oh yeah,
the nonprofits that get more money than Elon does.
Totally true.
Not once he gets paid, but mainly because they don't create as much shareholder value. Sam Altman.
So according to D1 EV, in the first half of this year, the Tesla Model Y is the best-selling vehicle in Beijing, China, and it's not even close.
10,649 Model Ys sold in Beijing in the first 6 months of this year. The number 2 is the BYD Song Plus EV at 6,265 units.
Yeah, not even close. And Tesla had its highest sales month in South Korea in July with 7,357 vehicles sold, mostly Model Ys. That also made Tesla the best-selling imported car brand there, beating out BMW and Mercedes-Benz.
Now, when did Tesla start selling in South Korea?
That was way back in 2017.
Wow.
So they've beat their records over the past 8 years.
So it's hard to keep up with how fast Tesla is expanding its Robotaxi service map in Austin, Texas. Many people are confused about which area Waymo covers versus Tesla.
Joe Tegmeyer had a good post that helps us with that. So here's his map.
So blue is Tesla and pink is Waymo. And I see that both still don't cover the airport or Giga Texas yet.
Correct. But you can see they're both very similar in area size. And that's both, I think, because, Waymo has actually expanded their area map because they're now competing with another company. And you might be wondering if Tesla's Robotaxi network will be coming to your area. Well, with some recent Tesla job postings for vehicle operators, we can start to get an idea.
All right, let's see. That's warm place, cold place, warm, 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 and warm.
Yeah, I don't know if New York is a cold place. It's a cool place. They don't get that much snow. So, nothing, that's as far north as they seem to be looking at the moment.
By like a country mile.
Yeah.
I think it's because they have to operate in New York.
Exactly.
Because otherwise, it's New York, baby.
All right, it's time for some SpaceX news. Starlink is now available in Somalia, says Elon. Quick, where's Somalia?
It's the big rhino's horn on the side of Africa.
Which side?
The east side.
Very good, very good. All right, it's time for our video contributor stories. What do we got this week?
Well, Frank stopped in at the Tesla diner. Let's check it out.
Welcome to Hollywood, here at Santa Monica Boulevard in La Brea. In the distance there is the West Coast Sirius XM studios. And yes, Hollywood, a pulsating miasma of glitter and glitz that hides a dark core of heartbreak and deceit. And the Tesla diner, we're on the sky pad. Yes, this is the roof of the Tesla diner. And there are 20 chargers in front of these two screens, and another 60 chargers over there. You can't drive to it. There's an entrance on Sycamore for the 60 chargers, and the entrance here, off of Santa Monica Boulevard. Oh, Mars Attacks. So if you're in your Tesla, I suggest that you come here and park. You can't order food on the screen until you park and plug in the charger. After you plug in the charger, then you can order something. I ordered the chili, which is exactly like Tommy Burger chili, if you like that or don't like that. And then you are allowed to come in. But if you're not doing any of that, you're just out there with the rest of the non-Tesla owner public, and you have to wait in this really long line. So that's the report. Look, it's an influencer couple trying to influence.
I'm not an influencer couple.
Could have fooled me. And that's it. Mars Attacks here on August 1st at the brand new Hollywood Tesla diner.
Could have fooled me.
It's true.
Awesome, Frank. I forgot how many stars are in the movie Mars Attacks. I should put that on my movie watch list.
Yeah, for the CGI alone. A really good tip there that you should park, plug in, and then order your food, and then you get to go straight into the diner.
Yes, I didn't know that. I thought you could order a few blocks away or something.
And I also thought that you just walk in, it's like a restaurant, but
it makes sense because otherwise you might be waiting and they can't bring you your food yet. So
right.
That's smart.
Or if you just kind of plugged in and then walked up to the diner.
Right.
And you didn't order your food in the car. So it's a really good system, though. That lets them know that, hey, these people are charging.
Yes.
Let's try and get them out of here, even though they have 80 chargers.
Yeah. All right, it's time for our Patreon bonus stories. And don't forget, patrons, enter to win the Tesla wall connector giveaway that we have going on Patreon right now.
Just comment on the giveaway post for your chance to win.
And if you haven't joined our Patreon, now's the perfect time. Do it! Do it today for as little as $1 a month, and you could win.
We'll see you wonderful patrons over on Patreon.
All right, we're back from Patreon bonus stories. Time for the Patreon shout-outs. Who do we got today?
We've got Dennis Schliikow,
Ashley Silva,
Voodoo Man,
Stephen Hunter,
and Robert DeKuzney. Thank you so much for supporting us. We can't do this show without your support.
All right, it's time for the Patreon poll. I asked, have you ever built anything with concrete?
Okay. And 74% of our patrons said that they have.
I expected it to be much lower. So we're going to discuss this today on Patreon bonus stories. So please join us. All right, it's time for Elon's X's of the Week. Danny said, Elon, you promised us cat girls a few years ago. Are they coming?
Elon said 100%.
Elon said, for ultra hardcore engineers, XAI is the place to be. So obviously they're on the lookout. Elon said, made with Grok Imagine. Have fun bringing art and sculpture to life just using your phone with Grok. And he said, Grok is increasing the #1 downloaded iPhone app in one country after another. And I think a lot of that has to do with Imagine. Donut Operator said, when can I do this though?
By the way, don't do that. Neat looking.
Yeah.
Super dangerous. Elon said probably 3 to 6 months, depending on regulatory approval in your city and state. 3 to 6 months.
Well, Elon time.
Oh, right. Forgot. He's been delivering so quickly lately. It's hard to remember that.
He could be right, though. It's not going to be him holding it up. It's going to be the regulators. Adam says, Elon, any idea when Tesla's Robotaxi is coming to Chicago?
Elon says, not sure what the status of Illinois is. A pretty good guide is that if Waymo is operating somewhere, then regulations allow robotaxis in that city or state. Tesla will operate there as soon as we reaffirm safety testing in that locale and receive a license to operate.
Siobhan Zilla says, if reality were a video game, what is the number one compliment and critique you would give the game designer?
Elon says the graphics are great, but the tutorials are way too long.
Elon said all premium subscribers should have access to Grok Imagine for super fast picture and video creation in 1 hour. And when I saw that, I tried it, and I do now as an Android user, but I can't do video yet. I can still only do pictures, but it's still pretty cool. Little Humans Big Impact quoted Stephen Hawking saying, my goal is simple. It is a complete understanding of the universe, why it is as it is, and why it exists at all.
And Elon says, same.
That's a small goal. Elon said kids love using Grok Imagine because they can speak their ideas and watch the images update immediately. By far the best way to use Grok Imagine is to speak rather than type. It's a super smooth flow of consciousness if you do that. And here is Grok Imagine bringing to life Nikola Tesla and making the SpaceX team dance. Elon said it's meant to be max fun. He said Grok Imagine usage is growing like wildfire. 14 million images generated yesterday, now over 20 million today. And then Aleph says we live among the ruins of a fallen civilization.
Elon said the death of fries made me sad. I've never seen this place before. Is that a West Coast?
West Coast. It's like a Circuit City or a Best Buy kind of where you could get computers.
It looks cool.
I know.
That's too bad.
All right, it's time for community meal time.
Ben spotted this pickle truck.
Nice. Carl spotted this bright drop. Really highlights how ugly it is.
Now, it is missing a panel towards
True.
the back, and the door is funky because they didn't paint it properly, but that's what it is, kind of base. Paul Taylor writes in, he said, we have a new Tesla service center and showroom in Nunawading, Melbourne, Australia.
Nice pronunciation there. Caroline, Fern, Matthew, Sebastian, and Jules all went to go try out the Cybertruck in person. Nice.
Looks like fun. And Janin spotted a Cybertruck and a Lightning supercharging together.
Oh, they're getting along. Thank you so much for joining us today, everybody. We're going to see you guys over on Patreon, I hope.
And for everyone else, we'll see you on Thursday.
Now you know.